Do you ever feel like there's just not enough of you to go around? Your kids need you, your spouse needs you, your career needs you, and honestly, sometimes you need you. Story of my life.
Well, according to a study by the Families and Work Institute, more than half of U.S. employees feel overworked or overwhelmed at least some of the time. Now, most everyone wants to enhance their career, crush procrastination, get ahead at work, and get home early. But how can you possibly make all that happen? Well, today we learn a few simple steps that just might help you pull it off. For starters, block off time for social media. There's no avoiding it, but you can set aside a few minutes to satisfy your Twitter fix. After that time is up, don't revert to it until the workday is over. Plan for tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Mentally preparing for the days ahead keeps you on track and prevents surprises from popping up. Create your own deadlines. Setting a deadline for yourself will allow your efficiency to go up and your stress to go down. Consistently setting advanced deadlines will break the pesky habit of procrastination and allow for a stress-free workday. Talk to your boss about company goals. Always tie communications back to the overall goals of the company. This reminds your boss of your intrinsic values. And know the difference between an interruption and an emergency. Not every task presented is an emergency. Think about your priorities and stick to them. Life coach Julie Morgenstern also says that when you're off from work, be completely off. How we spend our time off has a direct impact on the quality of our work. Now, if you have planned and prioritized, you shouldn't be stressing about work when you're not at work. Use that R&R time to avoid thinking about it.
Oh, so much easier said than done. Unfortunately, not everyone plans ahead and prioritizes when it comes to work. Many of us tend to procrastinate. Let's be realistic, it happens. But putting things off at work isn't just unproductive, it's also unprofessional. Experts advise, don't risk your reputation, take control of it. Today, we learn how. The first step in cutting procrastination is to plan ahead. Set yourself up for success by being prepared for the task ahead of time. Giving yourself a head start will increase your chances of actually finishing the project. Restructure your to-do list. Instead of creating a never-ending list, try dividing your tasks into smaller chunks. Spreading your tasks out can trick your mind into thinking you have less to do and help you from getting stuck on one project. Next, set a timer. Having a clock run while you tackle a task creates a false deadline to help you push yourself along. Another way to kick procrastination is to limit interruptions. Interruption can waste up to 15 minutes of productivity. Try setting aside specific time during the day for social media and email checking. That way you will stay completely focused while working. Career and life coaches also suggest tackling things first thing in the morning. Mornings are the best chance for productivity. And get this, Jimmy, morning people are also happier and healthier.
I believe that.
I do too.
Absolutely. I think we're two living proofs of that. Now, maybe it's not you who needs the motivation. Maybe it's your child. If you've ever dealt with a stubborn kid refusing to do chores, here's one for you. There's an app for that. First, take a look at Chore Monsters. Parents assign their kids chores like brush your teeth or help with pets and assign each chore a different point value and due date. Once they do complete the chore, they can work up to specific rewards like a new toy or something bigger like a camping trip. The app Goody Goody works in a similar fashion. Once you create a chore and it's completed, your child can redeem points for electronic gift cards to their favorite stores. And parents can instantly add extra points for good behavior.
How about that? I'm going to download one of those today. What a great idea.
And that's just for your husband.
Well, maybe you need some motivation to make dinner tonight. Later, we're in the DelmarvaLife kitchen making a traditional Caribbean dish, curry shrimp.
Traditionally, when you're in a car accident, it's easy to assign blame. But not so fast. After the break, our friends from Angie's List tell us what to do and what not to do after a wreck.
Plus, when it comes to your car, you always want to be prepared. Next, we hear some of the most commonly overlooked maintenance items. DelmarvaLife, we'll be right back.